The city lights blurred into a kaleidoscope of colors from my window, each one a life I'd touched, a story I'd changed. For the better, I thought. Just last night, I'd steered a young woman away from a dark alley, a split-second decision prompted by a strange, anonymous message on my phone. Today, the news feed was full of her story. Local artist narrowly avoids mysterious accident. A smile tugged at my lips. I felt a warmth spread through my chest. A sense of purpose I'd never known before. I was making a real difference. My phone buzzed again, pulling me from my thoughts. I expected another cryptic hint, another life to save. But this message was different. It was cold, stark. Just for words, balance must be restored. A knot of unease tightened in my stomach. What did that even mean? I tried to shake it off, telling myself it was just part of the bizarre game I was in. I refreshed the news feed, hoping for another feel-good story, something to chase away the chill. Instead, a headline screamed at me from the screen: "Freak accident claims life of local businessman." I clicked, my heart starting to pound a frantic rhythm against my ribs. The man's photo filled the screen. He was a pillar of the community, known for his charity work. The article said a piece of construction debris had fallen from a building, a 1 in a million chance. It happened at the exact same time I had redirected the young artist. The exact same time. My blood ran cold. I scrolled frantically through the comments, the public outpouring of grief. People were calling it a tragedy, a random act of fate, but I knew better. I looked from the news report back to the message on my phone. Balance must be restored. The words echoed in my mind, mocking my earlier pride. The man who died, his office was just a block away from that alley. It couldn't be a coincidence. The realization hit me like a physical blow, stealing the air from my lungs. I hadn't saved a life. I had traded one. The weight of it was crushing. I stumbled back from my desk, my reflection in the dark window a pale, horrified stranger. Was this the price? For every person I helped, did someone else have to pay? Who was sending these messages? And who gave them the right to play God? My mind raced, trying to find a pattern, a loophole, anything to make sense of the madness. But there was nothing. Just the cold, hard fact that my heroism had a body count. I thought back to every good deed, every near miss I'd orchestrated. How many freak accidents had I missed? How many other lives had been silently exchanged for the ones I chose to save? The city outside, once a symbol of hope, now felt like a giant, intricate ledger, and I was unknowingly settling its debts in blood. Guilt and fear warred within me. Should I stop? If I did nothing, people would get hurt. But if I continued, I was just choosing the victim. My phone buzzed again, the sound making me jump. I almost threw it across the room. My hand trembled as I forced myself to look at the screen. A new message from the same unknown number. It was short, chillingly direct. It said, "Nothing is free." The screen went dark, but the words were burned into my vision, a final, terrifying confirmation. I wasn't a hero. I was a pawn in a game where the cost of saving one life was taking another, and the bill had just come due. What do I do now? And finally, if you don't want to miss what's coming next, make sure you hit that subscribe button and turn on notifications. I've got some incredible content planned for the next episode that builds directly on what we talked about today, and you are not going to want to miss it. Thank you so much for spending your time with me. I appreciate each and every one of you. Stay curious, stay awesome, and I'll see you in the next one.